Hey guys, this is Zach Rebele with Reb Baseball here today to explain to you a little bit more about an advanced hitting approach. Rather than just walking up to the plate and looking for anything that's over the plate to swing at, as you go up the ladder and people start throwing harder with more movement, you have to start cutting down the plate a little bit.
This episode of Reb Baseball is brought to you by your host, Zach Rebele, sponsored by Reb Sports Academy.
So I'm going to explain that here today. So as you go up to the plate, we'd love for you to have an approach. If maybe you've seen the guy before, maybe you've just watched him in the pen, depending on who he is. This isn't a cookie cutter thing for every situation. It's not that easy. You have to start thinking about the game in steps, more like chess than checkers, okay? So you have to think about the situation of the game. You have to think about who the pitcher is, what he's trying to do to you, right? So all these things go into effect in my mind before I get up to an at-bat, so I can decide what I'm gonna look for and what's gonna help me have success, okay? So when I walk up to this plate, let's say I'm the second batter of the game. The first guy got out on 3 pitches, whatever, they were all fastballs. Okay, it's a right-handed pitcher. I'm looking to do a little bit of damage, but not too crazy yet. So I'm gonna look middle in, okay? 0-0 count, first at bat of the game. I'm probably gonna look middle in, but I'm not gonna look on this corner right here, probably because that's a pitcher's pitch, okay? So instead of covering 18 inches of the plate, I'm only gonna look right here, which is probably more like 12, okay? So now I'm cutting down the plate, I'm cutting down the space that I have to make contact in. It should be a lot easier to make contact when I only have to cover this much. So now I'm gonna cut this down, okay? Let's say he throws a ball, right? Now it's 1-0 count. So now I've worked to be ahead in the count. Well, I'm gonna shrink my space a little bit, right? So now I'm gonna really look probably in here. I still don't want anything on this corner here. That's a pitcher's pitch, especially when they start sinking it in there, right? I'm probably gonna hook it foul at best. And I definitely don't wanna cover this away ball, right? First of all, I'm probably not gonna do much damage out here, and I worked to get up in the account, so it's 1-0, right? So I'm not gonna cover this away ball, and I'm not gonna cover this ball in the inside corner, because I don't have to. I'm up in the account, I worked for it, I'm gonna pick out my pitch that I want. So I'm hunting fastballs, okay? So on 1-0, I'm probably more in this situation right here. I'm gonna swing at balls right here, okay? I'm not really picking too much of my height yet. I'm probably gonna go about top of the knee, thigh high, because that was my best ball that I hit, and probably waist high, maybe a little bit lower, maybe waist high, okay? I had trouble with the ball up here, I didn't like it as much. So I wasn't gonna look there on 1-0, okay? So then he throws me a strike, right? And he throws it perfectly on this corner, okay? There's nobody on still, I'm the second batter of the game. Well, now I'm probably gonna have to open it up just a hair. Probably more like back to 0-0 because we're even in the count, 1-1, right? So I'm still not gonna cover this. He's gotta throw a perfect pitch there to throw a strike. And I'm still not gonna cover this, okay? If I don't have to. Right? I'll give him that one if he throws it perfectly on the corner. But I'm still covering on 1-1, I'm still covering most of the plate here, and I'm still looking fastball, okay? So all we're trying to do is make it easier for you to cover what you're trying to get to, okay? So, okay, let's go back. We'll say it was 1-0, let's say he threw a ball. So what's the next thing I'm gonna do if he threw a ball on 1-0 and I was already looking here? I'm gonna shrink that even more. And now I have he has to get 2 strikes on me to catch back up, right? So now I'm gonna shrink this even more. So when they say look for your pitch, what does that mean? That means I'm looking for this spot right here. If he throws it right here, I'm not swinging. If he throws it right here, I'm not swinging, right? 2-0 is the time to do a little bit of damage. Now I'm saying don't go outside yourself and try to hit a home run if you're not a home run guy. Let's just keep our nice, good, smooth swing. Maybe hit a ball off the wall into the gap, whatever it is. If you're a home run guy, you know, take your nice smooth swing and the ball goes out, right? We're not trying to do anything crazy here. That's when you miss the best pitch you get all at bat, right? You're trying to do too much, swing too hard, head goes flying out, everything goes over here, over the third base dugout, energy, right? All of a sudden, you just missed the best pitch at the at-bat. Now you're back in a battle, okay? So I'm in this space right here, and I was gonna look a little bit above my kneecap to thigh high, okay? That was the pitch I was looking for. If you threw it here, I was taking it. If you threw it here, I was taking it. If you threw me a slider here, I was taking it. I'm looking for a fastball right in this spot. And if he throws it there, I should never miss it because I'm not looking for anything else, right? Maybe you foul it off, yeah, that happens. But what I'm saying is you shouldn't be late, right? You shouldn't be hitting the ball over the first base dugout on 2-0. That's one of the best ways for a scout to come up and say, that guy can't hit, right? Because you can't catch up on a pitch that you're only looking fastball. It's much harder to catch up with 2 strikes, right? And the guy can throw a slider and get you out, change up, fastball, right? He can throw whatever he wants. That's much harder to catch up because you got all these things in your mind. Right now, I'm only looking heater. There's no reason I shouldn't catch up, okay? So I'm gonna get up here. I honestly, when I was doing this pre-pitch, I honestly kind of put my barrel in that spot where I was kind of looking for it, just to visualize it. And I'm thinking, yes, 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 until it's not in that spot, then no. I don't want to think he's not going to throw it here because then again, I'm going to decide late, I'm going to foul it off, dribble it back to the pitcher. That would be the most unacceptable 2 things. Dribble it to the pitcher, dribble it to the first baseman, foul it over the dugout because you're late. This one, we want to stay gap, left center gap, center field, maybe a little bit of right center gap, but probably not. More left center gap is where I want to be with this ball every time. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it through this whole video, it's awesome. This is a little bit higher end stuff that not many people are teaching. So I just wanted to give you guys this information. I'm going to have a lot more videos below. Right now I have a couple videos that you can check out below. Go ahead and subscribe and let somebody know about it because I'm going to continue to try to put out some of these videos with a little bit of higher end thinking than just straight mechanics or, you know, here's this drill to do, right? I'm going to try to give you a little bit higher level stuff. So thank you guys. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.